if we host? What if we have friends over? There's so many variables. It's really hard. Like, they're dishes. They're not even... They're just a thing. But I think that is personal to every family, how many dishes you end up keeping. Hi everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Slowly Simplifying Your Spaces, where we're going through every nook and cranny and square inch of our home, and we're slowly simplifying all the areas to make it more functional for our family. So today we are back in the kitchen and we are going to tackle dishes. I know one area that I struggle with, and I think a lot of us do, is how many dishes do we actually keep? How many are good for our family? What is the practical number of dishes? What if we host? What if we have friends over? There's so many variables, and I honestly think that simplifying our dishes is definitely a personal decision and a personal choice for every family. No two families are going to be the same. If you're new to my channel and you're just stumbling across this video for the first time, then I'd love it if you hit that subscribe button and join our family here on YouTube, where every Monday at 3 p.m. Atlantic Standard Time, we're going through and simplifying one area of our home. And by the end of 2022, I hope to have all of my home simplified, decluttered, and minimized, so it makes it more manageable and functional for our family. So come along as I declutter, minimize, and simplify our kitchen dishes. In true simplifying your space videos, I'm going to show you the before. So this is our kitchen cabinet where we keep most of our dishes. I've minimized this back in 2016 and it stayed pretty minimal, but we definitely have a few extra dishes because we now have these dishes over here as well. I went and purchased these beautiful plates from Pioneer Woman and I am in love with them, but I only have 4 and they're just they're just extra. So we're going to minimize some of these dishes and get it down to where I'm hoping I can fit all of my dishes into this glass cabinet, but we shall see.
I was just somebody longing for someone to hold me. It could be anybody, but you chose me somehow. Now I'm waist deep, thinking about you all the time, like crazy, knowing you're here by my side. And who was doing fine on my own, but baby, you make me a whole lot better. A whole lot better. A whole lot better.
Okay, I didn't get the cabinet completely emptied, but I ran out of space here on the counter. So this is an overview of the dishes that we have in there. For a family of 4, I think it's a little excessive. So we're definitely going to minimize a lot of this and pare it down to just a small number. I don't know what that number is yet, but I think that is personal to every family, how many dishes you end up keeping. Or a family of 4, there's me and Matt and then our 2 kids. So Connor is 12 and Maddie is going to be 10. So they use the regular dishes. They're no longer using the dishes. So we're going to have to think about how many of these that we need to keep and what will be functional for us. So you do you decide how many dishes will work for your family. And like I said, that number changes on your family dynamic. So let's kind of go through and see what I definitely do not want to keep and then go from there.
A whole lot better. You've seen all my bad sides, yet nothing that I do seems to make you wanna run away. Oh, and I'm so thankful that you found me. Waist deep, thinking about you all the time, like crazy, knowing you're here by my side. And I was doing
here's a quick little overview of everything so far that I'm getting rid of. It's quite a lot. The island is overflowing. And this is kind of a look at what I'm keeping. I decided to go ahead and just keep the dishes that Matt likes. And there's 8 of them, which is perfect for us if we have company over, like if my parents come, if his dad comes, and we use these all the time. So we're going to keep these dishes. So we have 8 plates and 8 saucers and 8 like pasta type bowls. I kept 6. We only had 7 of these, so I kept 6 of them for an even number because those mugs are mainly for company and Matt and to keep with the set. I decided to keep 6 small glasses and 6 of the IKEA glasses. 6 seems to be our lucky number when it comes to the amount of dishes that we want to keep. So I'm going to put these things back into the cabinet. I'm not going to focus on organizing today like I typically don't do for these slowly simplifying your space videos anyway, because my main goal is to kind of pare down the number of items that we have, and then eventually we'll get to the organizing and making it all look pretty. But right now we need to focus on functionality and making it work a little bit more for our family.
I've been in your waters, been knocking at your door. I know one thing for sure, I've never been so close before.
Okay, so in this cabinet here, we have all of the kid plastic dishes. I think 97% of these are going to go. There are a few things that we like to keep for out by the pool, but like these cups here I'll probably keep because they have lids and straws, but most of them are going to end up going. These are going, and that's what we're keeping. And this is the last cabinet we're going to go through for today. It is a lot of like travel mugs, and I actually see a mug I've been looking for up top. So we're going to go through and clean up this cabinet. I can see a bunch of things already that we're going to let go of. A little bit of a dilemma. What do you do when you want to get rid of things but your significant other doesn't? I don't know the answer to this question, but we're dealing with that right now. So I want to get rid of most of our plates. We have this set here of 6 white dishes, and we've had these for years. We also have the 8 of the stoneware that I am keeping that's in our cabinet. And then we also have the set 4 Pioneer Woman. I know personally that is way more dishes than we actually need, but I am having a little bit of pull on the opposite end of whether or not we should keep these dishes. So I think for them, I'm going to put them in the time will tell bin and see if he notices a big difference if we don't have them up here in this space, instead of quickly donating them already and getting them out of the house. I'm going to put them down in the basement and let them sit and simmer for a little bit. And then if he truly misses them or feels that we need to have more dishes in the kitchen, then we can go and get them. But that's what we're going to do with the plates. And I also think we're going to do it with these cups, because even though, like, I mean, they're completely, they're not stained, but they're not, like, they have this film from the dishwasher. He might ask for these. So I am going to put these alongside with these in a time will tell bin, give it a few months, and just let it simmer. Let it sit for a little bit and see if he really truly uses them or misses them. Like I said, these are the travel mugs that are going to go. This one's broken. I'm just going to toss it in the trash. Okay, so I wanted to share with you where I am right now at the process of decluttering and simplifying this kitchen. It's not taking too long actually, but what I'm finding is that I'm running out of space. So I did have all the things on the island and I already started packaging them up into boxes and bags. So I had our old air fryer box. We just got one yesterday and that is filled. And then I have two of these smaller bags, one right there and one right there. They're all filled, ready to go. These dishes here and the bowls and the plates are going in the time will tell bin along with these cups. This is going, actually, the rest of this stuff has to be packed up and put away. What I'm thinking right now is what to do with these dishes. So what do we do with the dishes or the items that we spent a lot of money on, but we realize that we don't need them anymore? It's really hard for me right now to let them go. I just got them not that long ago. And it's really hard. Like, they're dishes. They're not even... They're just a thing. Like, so I just wanted to be real with you. It will get easier as time goes on, but I still struggle. And the last few videos, maybe it doesn't seem like I struggle on what to do with things, but I still struggle. Some things are easier than others, but for some reason, I'm really struggling with whether or not to get rid of these plates. So I think maybe I'll put those in the time will tell bin as well. I think what makes it hard is I'm keeping the other dishes, the stoneware, the yellow and green, because I know that Matt loves those. And we have 8 of them. So it works so really well for us. So I think I'm going to put those dishes in the time will tell. I think, and just kind of wait on it and see if I actually miss them. Okay, so now I'm going to share with you what the cabinets are looking like. I wanted nothing more than to organize this space, but I had to refrain myself because that would take twice as long, and I was able to minimize it a lot. So I think hopefully I'll be organizing it like in a future video, but for now we're going to work with what we have and go with it. So I'm going to show you what the cabinets are looking like now. Remember how jam-packed some of these spaces were? It is unbelievable, the transformation of just simply decluttering, minimizing, and simplifying the things that we have in our home, how it can transform an area from a cluttered mess to calming and less chaos. Now, if you can remember what this cabinet looked like before, it had a pile of dishes everywhere. The top shelf now just has 6 mugs and 2 little mini teapots. We have our everyday glass dishes and our French onion soup bowls. And then on the last shelf, we have some ramekins, bowls, and plates. And these are the dishes that we use every day. In the cabinet next to that is where we pack all of our lunches. I minimized our water bottles to the 6, our lunch bags, and then the most frequently used Tupperware and thermoses are on the second shelf. And the top shelf has just a measuring cup and some throwaway plastic dishes for things that, just on the off chance we need to use them. But once they're gone, I will not be replacing them. So that is that cabinet. So much has been taken out and it's been minimized. This was our kid cabinet. and now we've solely minimized it to a few plastic dishes. This cabinet here, the glass one, I still struggle with, and I think that's the biggest problem I have, is I'm struggling with how to organize it, but I need to stop focusing on organizing. I put our mugs on the second shelf, and then I left those dishes. I know I said I was going to put them in a time will tell bin, and I might do that, but for now I'm just going to leave them along with those bowls and these serving bowls. We use these all the time, and the top just has our wine glasses and our mixing bowls. So I'm going to leave this as is right now. Hopefully we'll go through again at a second time, another pass through. I've mentioned that in several videos, where I definitely plan on going through these spaces again and simplifying even more, going through it layer by layer, as the onion approach kind of states, is you just do one layer at a time, and slowly we'll be simplifying all these areas down to the simplest that it can possibly be. And this was our travel mug and water bottle cabinet. I minimized our travel mugs and our water bottles, and it's looking great. This one here I use for our metal straws, so I kept the cover off, but those are our water bottles. So there you have it. That is my minimizing, decluttering, and simplifying of our kitchen, our dishes, and some of like the Tupperware and travel mugs. If you enjoyed this video, I'd love it if you gave it a thumbs up. And if you're just stumbling across and this is the first one you're watching, I'd love it if you'd consider hitting that red subscribe button and the bell next to it to receive notifications when I post new videos. Every Monday at 3 p.m. Atlantic Standard Time, I'll have a new Slowly Simplifying Our Space video for you to enjoy, where we're going through every nook and cranny and square inch of our home and slowly simplifying all of the spaces. So thanks again for watching. We'll see you next week for another video. I hope you all are staying safe and taking care. I love you all, and have a wonderful night. Bye, everyone.